Hello students. Now in this session we are going to discuss about this SBI PO Prelim 808. Paper number 808 SBI PO Prelim. Now PO Prelim question number 66 to 100. All together how many questions we have? Only 35 questions. 35 questions in this prelim. Now under reasoning section. Then coming to question number 66. Now question number 66 it is based on directions. Point A is 20 meters to the south of point B. Now B is here. A is how many meters? 20 meters. And point A is 20 meters to the south of point B. C is 15 meters to the east of A. Now from here C is somewhere and it is 15 meters to the east of A. D is 10 meters to the north of C. Now D is how many meters? Only 10 meters. As D is only 10 meters to the north of C, now B is here, this is 20 meters, and now this C is, D is 10 meters to the north of C, D will be here. Now the distance is 10. Out of this total distance 20, now this is 10, and the remaining will be 10 more, isn't it? Now D is 10 meters to the north of C. D is 10 meters to the north of C, and D is exactly midway between E and F. D is exactly midway between E and F, and the distance between E and F is 50 meters. Now whether E can be left hand side or west or to the east of D. And F is to the east of D is clearly given. As F is to the east of D, the distance is 25 and here also 25. Then F is to the east of D from here. Now F will be somewhere here, which is 25 meters, and E is here, and E is also 25 meters. And out of these 25 meters, this is 15, and this must be 10, and this is 15. Out of these 20, this is 10 meters, and this is 10 meters. And E is 10 meters to the north of G. As E is 10 meters to the north of G, now the distance is 10 meters. Now if you observe here, and this distance is 10, this distance is also 10. Hence these three are in a horizontal straight line. The next one, F is to the east of D. Where is F? F is to the east of D. E is 10 meters to the north of G. How far and in which direction is G from point A? Now we need to find out the distance of G from point A. Tell me what is the distance we have? 10 meters. Towards which direction? Towards west. Hence 10 meters west, and it is given choice to question number 66. Question number 66, choice 2 is the answer. Then 67 to 71, these 5 questions are based on, are seated in a straight line. They are seated in a straight line. How many friends are there? 8 friends. 8 persons, E, F, G, H, L, M and O are seated in a straight line facing towards north, but not necessarily in the same order. Only 3 people sit in between G and O. Sits at one of the extreme ends of the row. This is what the information we have, definite information. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. O can be at the left extreme or O can be at the right extreme. How many possibilities we have? 2 possibilities. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. O is at the left extreme or right extreme. Then how many persons in between O and G? 3 persons between O and G. As O is here, 1, 2, 3, G will be here. And 3 persons between O and G. Now G is here. Only 3 persons between O and G. O sits at one of the extreme ends. O sits at one of the extreme ends of the line. We have taken this information. L sits out to the right of N. Where is N? L is out to the right of N. L sits out to the right of N. N is not an immediate neighbor of G. As N is not an immediate neighbor of G, N cannot be here, N cannot be here. And N cannot be in these 2 places, because if N is in these 2 places, there is no place for N at all. Hence N cannot be at any one of these. N cannot be here as well. If N is here, L and G must be in the same place, not possible. Hence N is at this place, 1, 2, L will be here. And again coming back to this one, N is not an immediate neighbor of G. N cannot be in these 2 places, cannot be in these 2 places as well. No, cannot be here as well. Hence the only place left over is N is here and L will be at this place. And H is one of the immediate neighbors of L. H is one of the immediate neighbors of L, hence H must be to the left hand side of L in both the cases. And next one, M is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor N. M cannot be here, cannot be here, cannot be here. That means in the first case there is no possibility for this M at all. And the first case is completely ruled out. Now we have left with the second one. M is neither an immediate neighbor of O nor N. M cannot be here, M cannot be here, hence M must be at this place. And only three people between M and E must be at this place. If E is here, tell me who is the other person left over, and the other person is F is the person left over, F must be at this place. M, H, L, G, E, N, F, O is the order in which these 8 persons seated in a row, they are facing towards north. And this is about question number 67 to 71. Then coming to question number 72 onwards. Now 72 to 76, it is based on circular table. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V and W are seated around a circular table at equal distance, but not necessarily. Some of the people are center and some are outside. How many are inward and how many are outward, that is not clearly given. Some inward, some outward. Now let us start from here. 8 persons were there seated around a circular table. Some inward and some outward is given. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Then coming to this one, R sits out to the left of T. T faces outside is clearly given. Hence I am fixing T at this place. T faces outside. R sits out to the left of T. T faces outside. Only one person between R and U. One person between R and U. You can be here or you can be here. How many possibilities we have? We have some 2 different possibilities, isn't it? Now let us write down the second possibility as well. 8 persons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are the 8 persons we have. Now this T is away from the center. As this T is away from the center, R is at this place. R sits out to the left of T. T faces outside. Only one person between R and U, hence U will be here. And 3 people between P and U. As 3 people between P and U, hence these 2 persons must be opposite to each other. And 3 persons between P and U, these 2 persons must be opposite to each other. And P sits to the immediate right of S. As P is to the immediate right of S, S can be either here or here. Now in this case there is only one possibility of S, and P is to the right of S, S must be away from the center. And only 3 persons between S and Q, 3 people. Now here, S can be here or here. If S is at this place, then Q and T must be in the same place, not possible, hence S cannot be here. Hence S must be here. If S is here, then Q is at this place. S and Q are opposite to each other. P sits to the immediate right of S. Now S is facing away from the center. P is to the right of S. In both the cases, S is away from the center only. Immediate neighbors of S, and P faces the same direction as S. P and S are facing the same direction, hence P and S are away from the center in both the cases. P and S are away from the center. And immediate neighbors of S face opposite. Immediate neighbors of S are opposite. This person is away. Whoever may be the person, that person must be towards the center. Immediate neighbors of S, P and R are opposite. P is away, hence R must be towards the center. Immediate neighbors of S are opposite. Next one, W sits second to the left of Q. As Q is here, W must be here. If W is here, Q must be away from the center. Then only W sits second to the left of Q is possible. Now W sits second to the left of Q, W is here, Q must be facing towards the center. W sits second to the left of Q. Immediate neighbors of U face opposite direction. Immediate neighbors of U face opposite direction means these 2 persons must be opposite. But as in the first case, as Q and T are immediate neighbors of U, they are facing the same direction. But whereas in general they must be in the opposite. Hence first case is ruled out. Now we are left with the second case. Immediate neighbors of U, Q and W are opposite directions. W is away from the center. Then tell me who is the person left over here? V is the person left over. V must be at this place. V sits second to the left of U. As U is here, V sits second to the left of U, hence U is facing the center, V is here. V sits second to the left of U. Sorry, V sits second to the left of. As V is seated second to the left of U, this U must be away from the center. Then only V sits second to the left of U is valid. And finally, V faces the same direction as Q. V and Q are facing the same direction as Q is center, V is also center. Now this is the final arrangement where these 8 persons are seated around a circular table. Some of them are inward and some of them are outward. Clear? Now this is about question number 72 to 76. Hope you have followed this one. Note down this. Then the next one, question number 77 onwards. Now in this 77 to 81, they are based on what? They are based on coded inequalities. Now in this coded inequalities, now question number 77, M and Q. M is here, Q is here. Now B equals to Q means in the place of B, we can take it as Q. Between M and Q, M is either lesser than or equals to Q. M is either lesser than or equals to Q. Either 1 or 2, that is choice for 77. Isn't it? Then 78. Now the relation between C and P. Now between these two C and P, the symbol that is common is greater than C greater than P is 2. L and M. M is here, L is here. M lesser than N, M lesser than N, N lesser than L. That is M lesser than L is 2. Both the conclusions are true, that is choice 4. 78, choice 4. Then 79, L and K. L is here, K is here. Two opposite symbols, no relation between these two. X and O. X is here, O is here. Which element is common? C is common. X lesser than or equals to C lesser than O. Isn't it? X lesser than or equals to C, C lesser than O. X lesser than O is definitely true. And so what is your answer? Only 2 is 2, that is choice 179. Then coming to 80, now T and C. C is here and T is here. Which element is common? R is common. Now C to T, C to R, C lesser than R, R greater than T, two opposite symbols, no relation. Next one, R and S. R is here, S is here. Between these two, R greater than S is 2. Lesser than or equals to S is false. Hence neither 1 nor 2, choice 4 is the answer, 80. Then coming to 81. The relation between S and Y. S is here, Y is here. Which letter is common? N is common. S lesser than N lesser than or equals to Y. Hence S lesser than Y is definitely true. And O and Y. O is here and Y is here. Between these two opposite symbols, no relation. Hence only conclusion 1 is 2, that is choice 3, 81. Then 82 to 86, they are based on 82 to 86, they are based on what? This is choice 3, 81. They are based on syllogisms. And commonly known, which are the conclusion logically follows. First model logically follows. Some of the funds are treasures. Some funds are treasures. This is fund and this is treasure. All these treasures are stocks and all stocks are reserves. All these stocks are reserves. Then tell me what is the conclusion we have? No fund is a stock. Fund is here, stock is here. Some funds are stock is true. No fund is a stock will be false. All funds are stocks is a possible. Now this fund, now tell me whether we can able to write like this or not. Fund, yes. And the second one is possible. Hence only 2 is 2, choice 4 is the answer. Now without drawing the diagram also, as all the statements are affirmative, negative conclusion cannot be done straight away, that is ruled out. As all the statements are affirmative, possibility, anything is possible because we can write it as a universal diagram. Hence without drawing the diagram, we can directly opt for conclusion 2, choice 4. Okay. Then coming to 83. Now in this 83, all these funds are what? All funds are treasures. All these funds are treasures and all these treasures are what? Stocks, and all stocks are what? All stocks are reserves. All these stocks are reserves. Then coming to first one, all treasures are reserves. Treasury is here, reserve is here, definitely true. All stocks are treasures. All treasures are stocks is true. All stocks are treasures is false. And so only 1 is 2, that is 83, choice 2. Then 84. All shops are market. Now these are the shops which are markets. No market is a factory. No market is a factory. And all factories are garages. And all these factories are what? Garage. First one, all shops are garage is a possible. This entire shop must be garage and this shop must come into this place. And is it possible to write shop like this? If you write shop like this, then what happens here? And all shops are market. Market will also come along with this one. Though market comes along with this one, the statement is valid because no market is a factory. Now also market and factory, they are not intersected. Hence it is possible. Then next one. Coming to conclusion, to know factory is a shop. Factory is here, shop is here, definitely true. As it is definitely true, now to make this one false, some of the factories or shop means shop must be included here. That means is it possible to draw shop like this? If you draw shop like this, then all shops or market will be here. No market is a factory will become false. Statement invalid. Alternate diagram cannot be drawn. It cannot be false at least once. Hence it is 100% true. Both 1 and 2, that is choice 2. 84, choice 2 is the answer. Clear? Then coming to 85. Now in this 85, no coat is a jacket. Now this is coat and this is jacket. No intersection between coat and a jacket. All jackets are blazers. All jackets are what? Blazers. And some of the blazers are struts. Some blazers are struts. Some struts are jackets. Jacket is here, no intersection between these two, that is false. Second one, no coat is a strut. Coat is here, strut is here, definitely true. Now to make this one false, now some of the coats are struck means coat and strut. Now tell me, is it possible to bring coat like this or not? Yes. Hence alternate diagram proven, previous conclusion false. After making the previous conclusion false, then we need to check out the affirmative conclusion that was false in the basic diagram has become true or not. If it is true, then it will be either or. ఇప్పుడు ఫాల్స్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంతకుముందు బేసిక్ డయాగ్రామ్లో ఫాల్స్ అనే అఫర్మేటివ్ కంక్లూజన్ ట్రూ అయిందో లేదో చూడండి. అంటే ఫస్ట్ కంక్లూజన్ ఈ డయాగ్రామ్లో ట్రూ అయిందా? సమ్ స్ట్రక్స్ ఆర్ జాకెట్. స్ట్రక్ ఇక్కడ, జాకెట్ ఇక్కడ, ఇప్పుడు కూడా అది ఫాల్స్ అయింది. హెన్స్ నైదర్ 1 నాట్ 2, చాయిస్ 2 is the answer. Clear? Now this is about question number 85. Then coming to 86, no book is a library. Now this is a book and this is a library. No book is a library. Next one, some notes are books. Some of the notes or books can be written like this. Then some notes are library. Note is here, library is here, it is false. All notes are library, it is again false. Hence neither 1 nor 2, choice 2, 86. 86 it is choice 2. Then 87 to 91. Now in this 87 to 91, it is based on which category? Floor arrangement. 7 floors are there, but not necessarily the lowermost and so on. Each one of them also participating in a different competition, isn't it? Now 7 floors, 7 persons are staying in these 7 different floors, and each one of them is participating in a different competition. Hence first we need to draw or fix the floors at the center. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1, 7 floors. Then 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then coming to the first one, Z lives on floor number 3. Z is on floor number 3. Then only one person lives between C and Z. One person between C and Z. Now C can be on the first floor or C can be on the 5th floor. Hence how many possibilities? 2 possibilities. Hence we are representing both the possibilities simultaneously. And only one in between C and Z. The one participating in drawing competition lives immediately above C. Drawing is immediately above C. This is drawing who is immediately above C. Now drawing is immediately above C. The one who participate in drawing is immediately above C. Only 3 people live between the one participating in drawing and acting. Drawing and acting, there must be 3 people. 1, 2, 3, acting is here. Drawing and acting, 1, 2, 3, acting will be here. There are 3 people between drawing and acting. And A lives immediately above D. Whatever this A is immediately above D. A lives immediately above D. Neither A nor D is participating in acting. Neither A nor D is participating in acting. Hence A and D cannot be at this place. Now here also A and D cannot be at this place. Neither A nor D in acting. Then A and D cannot be at this place. The only possibility is A and D must be at this place. Now here A and D is not possible here, hence A and D must be at this place. Now A and D were also fixed in both the cases. Only 2 people live between D and poetry. D and poetry, 2 people, poetry can be here or poetry can be here. There are 2 different possibilities to this poetry, either on the first floor or on the top floor. And D and poetry, there must be exactly 2. 1, 2, poetry must be here on the 3rd floor in the second case. And C does not participate in poetry, hence poetry cannot be here. Hence, in the first case also, poetry is fixed on the 7th floor. And one person between B and X, X lives on one of the floors above B. Now between B and X, they must be in the alternate places. Here X and B, it is not possible. Here the first case is completely ruled out. And in the second case, X lives on one of the floors above B, X is here, B is here. Then tell me who is the person left over, Y is the only person left over, and he stays on the first floor. X lives, the one participating in cooking lives immediately above singing. Cooking is immediately above singing, and this is cooking, and which is immediately above singing. Cooking and singing are like this. Then Y is not in dance competition. Y cannot be dance competition, hence A is dance competition. As A is dance competition, what is the other competition left over here? Craft. Now this Y participate in crafts. Done. This is about question numbers 87 to 791. Okay, write down this arrangement. Then 92 to 94, it is based on blood relations. K is married to M. K and M are married couple. K has only 2 children. K has only 2 children. These persons are siblings to each other. D is the son-in-law of K. That means D is the son-in-law of K, means K's daughter's husband is D. D is the son-in-law of K. R is the brother of B. R is the brother of B. As of now, we do not have any information how this R and B related to K, D and M. R is the brother of B. R is the son of M. R is the son of M. R is the brother of B, means R and B. Now this K is having only 2 children, R and B. R is son and B is daughter. L is the mother of M. Now this L is the mother of M. J is married to L. L and J are married couple. J is here. J is a male. J has only 2 daughters and no son. Now this J and L are having 2 daughters and there is no son at all. Hence M is one of the daughter. One more daughter is there. Done. Then as M is a female, K is a male. How is K related to L? L's daughter's husband. Daughter's husband is son-in-law. That is choice for 92. 92 choice for. 93. How is B related to J? J's daughter's daughter. Daughter's daughter is granddaughter. Granddaughter, that is choice for 93. How is M related to B? B's mother is M. Mother, that is choice for 94. 95. 95 is based on directions. Now in these directions, a person starts walking from his office towards his gym. He walks for 30 meters east. Now let us take this is the starting point of that person A. From here first he travels 30 meters towards east. Then he takes 90 degrees left turn and walks for 20 meters. Left hand side 90 degrees and travels for and walks for 20 meters. Then 90 degrees right turn. He walks for 15. From here 90 degrees right turn and walks for 15 meters. He then walks for 40 meters after taking 90 degrees right. From here 90 degrees right turn 40 meters. 40 meters. Again turning to his right, he walks for 45 meters. From here 45 meters towards his right hand side, and that person is exactly in the vertical position to this A, 45, because this 30 plus 15 equals to 45. Then to reach the gym, A is the starting point, his house, and B is the gym. How far and which direction is the gym from the office? From the office, then this B is at what distance and in which direction? B is to the south, and the distance out of this 40, this is 20, and this is another 20. Hence 20 meters south, choice 5 is the answer, 95. Then 96 to 100, it is based on input and output. Now in this input and output, if you observe here 12, 17, 14, 8 numbers were given, and here again the same numbers were there, isn't it? And at the same time, meanwhile in step 1 the numbers were changed, step 2 the numbers were changed, and so on. That means in each of these steps there is a separate logic for each of these steps. Okay. Now first let us check out from input to step 1. What is the logic here? Input to step 1. Input 1 plus 2 is 3. Sum of the digits in the number 12. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 into 2, 6. 1 plus 7, 8, 8 into 2, 16. 1 plus 4, 5, 5 into 2, 10. 2 plus 3, 5, 5 into 2, 10. 2 plus 2, 4 into 2, 1 plus 9. Sum of digits is multiplied with what? Into 2. You will get step 1. Then how will you get step 2? Now sir, all these steps were derived from the input rather than the previous step. That's what the difference between this one and the previous type of questions. Now 9 can be written as 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 square is 9. 1 plus 7, 8, 8 square is 64. 1 plus 4, 5, 5 square is 25. Hence from input to step 2, sum of the digits is square. Sum of digits is square. Square. Earlier it is into 2, now it is square. Now input to step 3. Input to step 3. 12 to 15. What is the difference we have? Plus 3. Isn't it? 17 plus 3, 14 plus 3, 23 plus 3. That means input to step 3, directly 3 is added to each of these numbers, plus 3. Then step 4. How do you get step 4 from the input? 19, 29, 23. Now 12 and 19. 12 into 2, 24, minus 5 is 19, into 2 minus 5, 19. 17 into 2, 34, minus 5, 29. Maybe most of you people have, okay, left here itself, isn't it? Maybe you felt somewhat difficult in cracking this one only at this step 4. Then 14 and 23, 14 into 2, minus 5. 23 into 2, minus 5. 22 into 2, minus 5. 19 into 2, minus 5. 25 into 2, minus 5. 29 into 2, minus 5, 53. That means into 2 minus 5 from input to step 4. Then coming to input to step 5. Again 1 plus 2, 3, sum of the digits. Input to step 5, sum of digits. 1 plus 2, 3, 1 plus 7, 8, 1 plus 4, 5, 2 plus 3, isn't it? 1 plus 4, and 2 plus 2 is 4, 1 plus 9, 10, 7 and 11, sum of the digits. And finally, input to step 6. The same numbers were here, but whereas they were arranged in different positions, 20 to 19. That means these two numbers. That means 5th and the 6th numbers were written first, followed by first and the second numbers, 12 and 7. Next one, 7 and 8 numbers. Next 14 and 23. In the same order you need to arrange this one. Clear now? Now this is about question numbers 96 to 100, and all these questions, okay, you have to work out in the same pattern. Okay? I hope you people have followed this. Now this is about paper number 808. Except this 96 to 100, the remaining 30 questions are a cakewalk to you, and you can definitely score at least 30 in this one. And those who could able to crack that input and output could able to score 5 more. But as the minimum score in this paper must be 30 questions. 30. Okay? Hope you people have followed. Thank you for your participation. And in the next class, let's meet again with another paper. Okay? Another paper explanation.